doing own voice over soft music. Yan was sleeping on the bed, but suddenly she started shaking and murmuring in her sleep as she is saying some dream. No, she shouted and sat straight on bed, taking long breath. What happened, baby? You okay? Yan's mom come running towards her as she heard Yan scream. Yeah, I'm fine. Just the same dream. And mom, you sure that I didn't had a husband? No, Jan, don't you believe your parents? You never married. But mom, I'm seeing the same dream every day after that accident. Ush, Jan, why don't you go to hospital and have your checkup? No, mom, not today. Actually, me and Lisa have planned to go for shopping today. Okay, go and enjoy and come back quickly before it get dark. Jan nodded her head, but still she was in the thought of her dream which she is seeing from the past 5 years. Jan, what happened? Why are you gloomy? Lisa, I saw the same dream today also. Dream, did you saw his face? No, Lisa, every time I saw the dream, just a blurred picture of him appears and the accident scene. That's it. I can't even see his face or name or anything related to him. It's haunting me a lot, Lisa. Jan said and grabbed her head in pain. Hey, hey, relax. Remember what doctor said? Not stress yourself. It will lead to some brain problem. Lisa comforted her as Jan's brain is still weak after that accident. Come, let's go to that cafe and have a coffee. Jan nodded her head, and when they were going towards the cafe, Jan felt like someone was following her. But when she turned around, there were just people busy with their work. What happened, Jan? Come, Lisa, I feel like someone is following me. Come on, Jan, stop this. You are literally something. You are saying this from the last 5 years that someone is you. It's just your imagination. Just leave it. And also, it's because you always think about your dream. That's why. Leave it and enjoy the moment of your life rather than thinking about your dream. Jan signed as she thought Lisa is right. Because of her dream, she always feel like someone is following her. Sir, you have a meeting with Mr. Kim in the morning. Alex said this to Jungkook. Did you do what I said, Alex? Yes, sir. That's why they have requested you to have a collab with you, sir. And they are ready to do anything in return for your collaboration, sir. Jungkook shrimped as his plan worked. Well, let's head to see my father-in-law. Jungkook's shrimp grow more wider by thinking about what he is going to do with Mr. Kim, Akka Yan's father. So, Mr. Kim, you agree to do whatever I ask you. Yes, Mr. John. Jungkook shrimp. Well, let me marry your daughter. Yan came home after shopping. She was passing by the living room towards her bedroom, but Yan, Princess, her father called her. Yes, Dad. Well, I need your help, Princess. Say, Dad, I will try to help you. Actually, our company is facing a bankrupt. So, Dad, I already told you that I am not interested in company, so I will not work. No, no, let me complete, Princess. I am not telling you to handle the company. Rather, he said and looked at Jan with an apologetic look, but also with a hope eyes that Jan will accept it. What that? The John industry is willing to help us, but it's that. But you have to marry the CEO of John Industry, John Jungkook. Dad, Jan shouted, as she is already not physically stable, and now this marriage thing. I know, but that's the least you can do to help the company. And not only that, think about the employees, their family, who are dependent on our company. Please, Jan, accept it. Jan, being a kind hearted, decided to help her dad and the company and also for the employees. Jan signed. Okay, Dad, I will. Jan's dad got happy and he hugged Jan. Thanks, Princess. I'm sure he will treat you like a queen. You are really lucky that Jungkook asked you, as all the girls of our country is behind him. Dad, I'm tired. I need to rest. Yeah, you take rest, and this evening Jungkook and family will come to see you. Jan nodded her head and went towards her bedroom to take a nap. Why I'm feeling like I'm cheating on someone, Yan said to herself while standing in front of the dressing table, being ready to meet her future family. I will tell him everything today and then let him decide whether he wants to marry me or not. Yan confidently decided to share her accident thing and her feeling like she is married before to Jungkook. Yan, come downstairs. They are already here. Yan signed and went downstairs. Make yourself comfortable, Mr. John and Mrs. John, and you too, son. Well, where is Jan? I'm eager to see my Jan after ages. Mrs. John said as Jan's dad and mom frowned and what Jungkook's mom said. Well, mom mean she saw Jan in one of the business party held last year. Yeah, Jungkook immediately covered up for his mom, who has wide open eyes after unknowingly the word came from her mouth. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Jan's dad said, being pleased by them. There is Yan, Yan's mom said after she saw Yan coming downstairs, while Jungkook's eyes got teary after seeing Yan standing in front of him after 5 years. But what hurt him the most is he can't run towards her and hug her tightly and cover her with all over her face, and also Yan don't remember him. This is my daughter Kim Yan. She is our princess. Don't worry, Mr. Kim. My son will treat her like a queen. Yan, don't look down. Look at your future husband, Yan's mom said, and she looked up at Jungkook, who was already staring at Yan, as the surrounding world doesn't matter to him, and has a cold face, but tears were visible in his eyes. Yan's eyes slightly squeezed, as she felt like she has seen him somewhere, but she doesn't know where. And by thinking that, her heart and head started paining, and the next moment she was on the floor unconscious. Yan, Jungkook shouted and immediately ran towards her lying figure and carried her in bridal style towards her bedroom as if he already knows her bedroom direction, which made Yan's parents confused that how he know her bedroom, but ignored that because their daughter is what they have to look. Jungkook laid her down on the bed and immediately called her personal doctor. Mr. John, she is fine, but maybe suddenly she saw something related to her past which made her brain overstress and she collapsed. Nothing else. What should we do now? Nothing. Keep trying slowly. Maybe she will remember everything. But yeah, don't do things in hurry. It will stress her brain. I will leave now, the doctor said and left. While in Jan's room, no one spoke, as none of them know what to do, whereas Jungkook and his parents know that it happened because Jan saw Jungkook. But Jan's parent doesn't know anything. We will leave, and about the marriage, we will say after she gets well. Jungkook's dad said and pulled Jungkook to go, who was standing still as he doesn't wanted to leave Jan. Yeah, sure, Jan's dad said, and forcefully Jungkook's parent took Jungkook with them. Jungkook, calm down. She is fine. Maybe she remembered you, that's why she fainted. Relax, it is giving me feeling that she will remember you soon, son. Jungkook's parents were comforting him while he was on the passenger seat and crying his heart out while his dad was driving. Yan woke up today. She felt a little relaxed after seeing Jungkook. Her heart felt relaxed, but her mind was confused. What happened yesterday? Yan asked herself after sitting up on bed. Oh, you up, princess? Here, have this tree. What happened to me, mom? Nothing, darling. You fainted yesterday. Oh, sorry for creating a mess yesterday. And what about them? They are okay with marriage, just need your consent. Yan thought for a while. Mom, I need to talk to him. Who, Jungkook? Yeah, mom. Okay, here is his number. Yan's mom gave Yan the number of Jungkook. Call and talk. I will leave. Yan took her phone from the nightstand and typed his number and closed her eyes before putting the phone near her ear after just a ring. Yes, baby, you okay? Jungkook immediately asked as he already knows Yan's number. Yan's head pained a little after hearing his sound, which seems familiar to her, but she ignored her pain as to clear the things before marriage. Yeah, I'm fine. I just need to talk to you in person. Are you free now? Yan asked, but Yan heard a man's voice from behind. Sir, you have a meeting right now. Oh, seems like you are busy. We will talk later. No, I'm free. Tell me where to come. I will be there in 10 minutes. But meeting is not important. You are my first priority. Yan blushed unknowingly, but there was a familiar feeling inside her body. Okay, at cafe. Fine, you don't have to rush. Just take your time. I will wait for you. Yan nodded her head, forgetting that she is talking in phone. Jungkook was patiently waiting for Yan to come. That's when the door opened, revealing Yan. So he stood up on his seat, and Yan saw him and gave him a small smile, which made Jungkook's heart flutter, seeing his love smile after decades. She approached him, and Jungkook pulled out a chair for Yan, and she sat on the chair, and then Jungkook took his seat. You looking beautiful. Yan blushed at his comment. Thank you, and you also looking handsome. Is there anything you want to say? Yeah, I want to say that I got into an accident 5 years ago and lost my all past memory, and I frequently saw a dream of a man who is very close to my heart, but I don't know who is it and his face, nor even his name. One part of Jungkook was happy after listening to Yan, as Yan's heart has not forgotten him, but the other part of Jungkook was sad as she is struggling with her memories. So is there anything I can do? No, I just want to tell you this before marriage, as I felt like I will be cheating on the man who come in my dream. That's all. But now after saying it to you, I feel relaxed. Yan gave him a genuine smile, which made Jungkook smile too at the honesty of his love. Well, marriage is on the Sunday. You okay with it? Yeah, I'm fine. Thus they had small talk because Jungkook can't talk much. What if he says something related to their past which makes Yan's health a risk? So he was very conscious while talking with Yan, whereas Yan felt relieved after talking with him, and she felt like she knows him from ages. Yan clutched her dress, but Jungkook just kissed her forehead, which made Yan again to go back to some of her memories, and her head pained a little, so she held Jungkook's coat tightly to prevent her from falling. You okay? Come have a seat. Jungkook immediately made her sit on the chair and handed her a glass of water to calm her down. Mom, we are going. Yan is not well. Jungkook informed his and her parents. Okay, take rest. Yeah, mom. Thus they bade their goodbye and went to their house. The car stopped in front of a mansion, and Jungkook got out of the car and went towards Yan, who was struggling with her dress. Wait, I will help you. Jungkook said and helped her to come out of the car. But when Yan guessed when he immediately carried her in bridal style inside the house, which made Yan's face red, so she hid her face in his chest while Jungkook just smiled and carried to bedroom. Jungkook made her stand on her feet. You are gorgeous, Yan, Jungkook said while staring at Yan's eyes, and then his eyes went to her, which he missed for 5 years, and also her. To be continued in Instagram. The link is in the description. Babe, where is your medicine? In the bag. Wait here, I'm bringing. Jungkook immediately rushed towards her suitcase and brought her medicine and a glass of water. Here, take it and relax. Yan took the medicine and relaxed a bit. Jungkook, do we know each other? Did you know me before my do you we have any relation? Yan asked a pile of questions which made Jungkook flutter. Babe, you will know when the time comes. Just relax now. Yan nodded her head. Go take a shower and freshen up your mind. I will freshen up in another bathroom. Okay. Yan freshened up and came inside the bedroom to see Jungkook already on bed with just a sweatband. She saw his body. Earlier she didn't saw his cause all the time her eyes were closed. She remembered of seeing this in her dream. Now she confirmed that Jungkook has something to do with her and her past, as from the moment she saw Jungkook, heard his voice and feel his touch, her heart was becoming normal, and her confusion in her mind were clearing a little by little. You done come and sleep. You might be tired from all this wedding and all, Jungkook said, bringing back Yan from her thinking. Yeah, and Jungkook, I'm sorry for spoiling our moment and your mood, Yan said while standing near Jungkook near the bed. So Jungkook just pulled her and she landed on his, and he wrapped his one hand securely around her and other one cherishing her cheeks, which made Yan close her eyes and feel his touch, which made her again think of her memory. Yan opened her eyes when she heard him We have a lots of nights and moments to spend together. For now, your health matters, Jungkook said and made her lay on the bed and covered her with duvet and hugged her, which made Yan a familiar feeling from her past. Both of them slept peacefully for the first time after 5 years. Yan woke up to an empty bed. She frowned, but then she saw a note on the nightstand. Good morning, beautiful. I had got an important meeting which was postponed due to our wedding. I will come back soon and spend my afternoon, evening, and night with you. Well, you don't have to do any work. I have already appointed maids for you. Miss you. Love you, and yeah, I have kissed your forehead before coming to office. Yan smiled and went to bathroom to freshen up. After freshening up, Yan has nothing to do, so she was just wandering in the house and looking at each and everything. But one room caught her eyes. What's in this room? Yan decided to look into the room. She opened the door only to get shocked. The whole room was covered with her and Jungkook's picture like wedding pics, date pics, some selfies, etc. and all which made Yan go back to the past. Jungkook and Yan were college couple. Well, Jungkook was from a poor family whereas Yan from a rich family, but both of them fell in love with each other. Jungkook proposed Yan even though he thought that Yan will reject him, but he just wanted to clear his feeling and move on. But unexpectedly Yan said yes to him and loved him wholeheartedly even after knowing he is poor. But things doesn't go as they wanted. Somehow Yan's parent came to know that Yan is in the love with a poor boy, but they doesn't know who is it and haven't seen him, so they decided to separate them both by making Yan marry someone else, which Yan opposed, and having no other option. Thus they ran away to another city and got registered marriage, and thus they lived happily with their bare income. Like this months passed, Yan's parents were searching for her, but one day Yan was doing grocery shopping. At that time she heard someone calling her name and she turned around to see her father, so she quickly ran from there. But unfortunately she ran into an and got into an accident. Well, I am sorry to say that your daughter had a severe brain injury and she forget all her past. So I request you to not make her remember all the past memory. It will take time and let herself find out about her memory. Don't put pressure on her making her remembering her past. The doctor said this to Yan's father who was sad for her daughter, but what he doesn't know was that Jungkook listened to all this. Well, when Jungkook came back home, he doesn't find Yan and he remembered her telling him that she will go for grocery shopping, so he immediately went to the shop to help Yan. But he saw was all the people and police crowded the place, so he asked one of the men standing there and got to know that you got an accident by the way he gave clue about you. And Jan forget him and the moments they spent together made him heartbroken, but what he heard next from Jan's dad made him scared as he is powerful. Well, keep an eye on that house and if that boy come just him so that he will stay away from my daughter. Jan's dad said this to one of the guard and Jungkook heard it. Jungkook to himself, no, I have to be strong for my Jan. I can't let him me. I will definitely bring back my love to me. Jungkook crying, Yani, I'm sorry. Please wait for me. I know you need me now, but if I will stay with you, it will affect your brain more by thinking about our memory. So just wait for me. I will come to take you. And now you need a better treatment, which I can't provide you with this income, and your parents will give you that. I love you, Yani. Jungkook placed a forehead kiss on Yan, who was sleeping on the bed, and he sneakingly left the ward room as he entered after seeing Yan's face for the last time. By crying hearty, he left while a drop of tear fell from Yan's closed eye. Jungkook was working in hurry as he wanted to complete the work quickly and go home to Yan by thinking that only a smile formed on his lips. But a call disturbed him. Yes, what? I'm coming. Jungkook threw the file and everything and hurriedly left the office. What happened? Nothing. She is okay. She fainted. Just wait a while. You can take her home after she wake up. Jungkook looked at Yan who was sleeping on hospital bed. What happened to my wife? Sir, ma'am fainted on the stairs and then we carried her to hospital and informed you, the guard and maid said in scared tone. Jungkook carefully placed Yan on bed. Take rest, I will bring food for you. Jungkook said and turned to go to kitchen but halted on his step when he heard the word which he was craving to hear from ages, and a tear dropped from his eyes. Cook, Yan called him. He immediately turned towards Yan and went to her. Baby, you remember me? Yes, Cook, I remember everything now. Why you left me? You know I missed you every day, even if I don't remember your face. You know I always feel like you were there with me, but I can't see you. Why? Why? Yan was crying badly, so too Jungkook. Jungkook sat on bed next to Yan and held her hands in his and told her everything about her dad's word and also why he left her for her own safety and good. I'm sorry, Yan, I missed you a lot these years. You don't know I didn't slept well for the past 5 years and I was always with you. You know, I was your for past years as I always watched you from distance, and you know how bad it hurts after to see the one you love the most in this world doesn't remember you, and also I can only see you from distance. No hug, no touch, no nothing, because the doctor strictly warned not to not make things complicated for you. I understand you. I'm sorry, Cook. No, baby, I'm sorry. Both of them were crying mess, but Jan suddenly pulled his collar and, well, how you ended up becoming rich and marry me again? Well, I worked hard to make up to your standard, and Yan, I made your dad's company bankrupt so that he will approach me and I will ask you in return, Jungkook said while snatching his back of neck. Well, my cookie became cunning. You and our love made me. I had no other options. And how you got your memory? Well, I get into that room and that helped me. Oh, baby, can I please? I waited for 5 years, please. Jan understood what he was saying as he was staring at her, and thus she nodded her head in approval, and they again in their life. About Jan's dad, she told her parents everything, and her parents were guilty now, as the one who Jan's dad ordered to was the one to whom he begged for his company, and also he apologized to Jungkook. But Jungkook understand him as a father. He does was acceptable, except thing which Jungkook might not have listened it and run away from there. He would have been him, as Jungkook at that time wasn't strong and he doesn't have money and no one to support him or stand for him, so it was easy for Jan's dad to him, but he is safe now, and also every dad will think of his daughter life, so Jungkook forgave him, but Jan didn't. Well, Jan will after some time. The end. Thanks for watching. Bye.